And I know this guy is not disappointed. Dak Prescott, the winning quarterback, will join us now on set as the longest home winning streak in the NFL improves to 14 straight games. They're now 6-0 on the season. There he is. Hi, Dak. Nice win. Hey, Dak, you might want to give Sherm a tissue.
Right. I thought my guys had him.
Broke his heart. Broke his heart. That's good.
Congratulations on a huge W. What a game. Oh, my goodness. Coming down to the end. How do you describe this one?
Yeah, we needed this. Obviously, a close game. Had a lot of games here at home where, the score's gotten out of hand. We've taken over on offense and ran away in the fourth quarter, but back and forth, down at halftime, down in the fourth quarter, and just able to make plays, defense making stops, us getting touchdowns when we need it. Huge game. Just Coach always talks about taking a big chunk of confidence and moving forward, and this is a big one for us.
Well, speaking of that confidence right now, I've never seen you play with this level of confidence, competency. Everything is on. You're on fire right now. You're in the zone. We talked about in the pregame show. What do you attribute that to? Mike McCarthy. We talked about those meetings you guys are having. Yeah. What's been going on in there that has you playing like this?
Yeah, just clear communication. When he calls in a play, usually I kind of expect what play's coming in just from situationally, from those meetings that we've had throughout the week. We talk about play call or purpose. You know what he wants in a play call, and not only do I, the rest of the other 10 guys on the offense do as well. And so if you turn on the tape, guys are playing for each other, man. We really have a great bond, great brotherhood. Just one example, CD doesn't stay on the block and turns around and TP and just telling them my fault. And that just shows you that we're truly holding each other accountable and we care about each other's success and can go a long way as long as we continue to build.
Well, talk about your two different halves of the season, because the first 6 games you had 6 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. This second 6 games you got 20 touchdowns, only 2 interceptions. You out there dealing. What's changed in that time?
Yeah, I think we've gotten the flow and just really figured out how we want to call this game, how Mike wants to call this game, how we want to play it, how we want to attack it on offense. Receivers are really getting open. They're working their tails off, and we're playing above the 2.3, as we say. Once the initial play, if it doesn't work, we're scrambling. A lot of big plays are coming from that. So guys are just really at it, trying to make plays, and it's been fun. Mike just fires them off the play sheet, and we know the purpose in it, and yeah, definitely a tale of two different halves of the season.
Rolling though.
Man's on fire. But look, winning 3 games over 11 days, obviously that's a challenge, and we know what it wears on the football team. And we all know the road ahead, the schedule ahead, loaded with a lot of great competition, playoff-type teams and atmospheres. What's really the mindset now, leaving here on Thursday night, a weekend to kind of get yourself together, and you know the stretch that's left in front of you?
Yeah, get ourselves healthy, enjoy this weekend, and then, as you said, looking at the games coming up, it's focus on them one at a time. Obviously, a great Philly team. Went up there, lost a close one against them. Knowing that we get them here is great, but at the end of the day, we've got to come prepared, and we've got to build in this week and this time that we have off to make sure that we're going to play our best ball against these guys. And that's what's so great about this win. Close win, different than the way the outcome was out at Philly. So planning to get keep this win streak rolling at home.
Those are some fun chants there, Dak. Little MVP chant. What do you think?
I'll take it.
They're not wrong.
Hey, one thing that Whit said in the pregame, and something you've been doing great this year, using your legs. I feel like you got away from that in the past, and it's really helped you this year. Is that something that's been emphasized? Is that something you saw in your game you need to do a little bit more of?
Yeah, following the Niners game, obviously a lot didn't go our way. A lot went wrong, and then I would look back at that game and was like, what more could I do? I mean, honestly, if you go back, I liked my reads. I liked kind of where I went, other than obviously those interceptions. But I said, I've got to extend plays more. I've got to use my legs, and honestly, that's the way that I grew up playing this game. That's when I feel most free, and so yeah, it was a little bit of a conscious effort to use my legs. And if the initial play's not there, make sure the line knows, hey, just give me a chance. Stay on your guy. Guys downfield, y'all get open, second reaction, and it's been helpful for us.
I mean, there was the one play where it looked like you were obviously sacked, where Darrell Taylor had you in his grasp, and you get out of it.
He was celebrating.
I thought it was done. I thought it was done. And you got out of there and still made a play down the field. Is that something y'all actively practicing day in and day out, or is it just a feel in these games?
No, credit to Mike, credit to the coaching staff, is we do practice that. And it's a fast break offense in a sense, so you want to practice it. It's a little bit of a feel in my sense of being able to get out of some of those tackles and extend the play, but for the receivers to know where they need to go up or where they need to come back down, finding the lanes, that is practice. It's something that we repeat and rep all the time.
Let's talk about guys making plays. Walk me through standing on the sideline, 4th and 2, and Micah goes unblocked and just ends the game in true Micah Parsons fashion.
That's Micah Parsons, great player, step up in big-time situations and big-time games, and no surprise, he did it out there Monday night in L.A., and no difference than this right now. Defense needs a play. You can count on Micah.
So Dak, I got a new favorite player, Ferguson, the tight end.
That's a good
You
one.
made a
Shocker.
star out of this guy tonight. I'm so glad he was able to do that. Talk to me about him, his grit, the way he's catching the ball with his hands. I loved it.
Yeah, you just said it there, his grit, his mentality. Dude's crazy.
He's got a little swag to him.
He's got a lot of
stepped up,
swag to
yeah.
him, a lot of swag, a little bit of craziness. Yeah, you know, it's a fine line. He was like, hey, don't let me go too far. So I've got a little string on him that, you know, go out there, be the enforcer. But you want that as a tight end. You want a guy that can definitely get dirty but have some swag, be able to catch some passes, go get more, finish runs. He's talented, young guy, bright future ahead of him.
What about Dak, the emergency of CD? I mean, you've obviously seen this relationship over the last few weeks. He's been explosive. You've been on fire. This relationship seems to just keep growing and growing every week. What has that meant to you?
It means a lot. CD, we've put a lot of work into this thing. Everybody knows I have a field in my backyard, and, you know, going back to the moment April comes, we're in the backyard. We're getting it. We're throwing. Me and CD, sometimes other receivers come over. Trips that we take, so it didn't start off the way we wanted, and once again, it could have been, you know, getting in the rhythm of the play call and how we want to attack, but I know how special that guy is. Catches like that. He's talented. He's the best. You look around the league, watch what he does with the ball in his hand on reverses, around, screens, down the field. It's hard not to say he's the best in the game.
I didn't know you had a field in your backyard. You've never
didn't?
invited
I didn't know that.
That's a
He
big
wants
yard.
to know if his kids can come play.
Never invited. We could have done this in the backyard.
Right.
Dak, the longest active winning streak at home just improved to 14 games. What can you say about this place and those fans?
Yeah, these fans are awesome. Cowboys Nation, they show up. Whether we're home, whether we're on the road, they're going to make sure that their presence is known, and most importantly, we need them to go 15 straight. So looking forward to that.
You mentioned presence.
Oh.
This is a different present, but every guy up here has a daughter, and now you're expecting one. So I went to the mall today. Guys, I picked this out and bought it on behalf of all of us
Thank you.
here
It's
at
from us.
TNF.
It's from
because
us,
I
Dak.
had trusted my choice in girls' clothes, but we couldn't be happier for you.
Oh, thank you.
Congratulations, and I know that you've said that you now have this like different kind of swag, knowing you're going to be a girl dad. Describe that for us.
I'm blessed. I really am. Just to be a father, welcome a little girl into this. Everybody knows my love and my relationship with my mom. So to be able to welcome a little girl into this world, I'm excited. I really am. And
Do we have a name yet? Is there?
we do have a name, but
You're
you know.
not, no, you're gonna leave it on the DL.
Yeah.
Hey,
Always looking
some
for the
people
news.
Some people like to tell the name. Some people
TMZ Tony.
Yeah, I'm sure sooner or later. But
Dak, before we let you go and celebrate this victory, you will walk away tonight and learn what about your squad?
resiliency and just trust and belief in one another. That was why this game was so important. Close game, back and forth, down in the fourth, to be able to overcome that, get this win. This team's ready to fight, and our brotherhood is real, and so we've got to continue to use that.
I got to ask a question. I'm sorry. I've been getting texts all night because I don't know the answer. Maybe these guys already know. The cadence of the snap. Here we go. Where does that come from? And I can't get it out of my head, by the way. Now, here we go all night.
Yeah, there's a song about it now. It's taken off. Really, we just wanted to make sure that we're all getting off on the same, use the cadence to our ability. And the linemen wanted a little something before, I guess, for me, really, it's to tell them, hey, stop the communicating. Here we go. Like
those linemen always requesting
Was it you
things
that
over
made it
there.
up, or was it McCarthy, or was it?
I think it was the
decided on
coaches.
here we go?
I think it was the coaches, early in the
Sounds
offseason,
awesome.
and
Sounds good.
they're getting together, and I'm like, damn, we're starting off like this. It's going to be a long offseason.
Okay, then do a
We figured it
walk-off
out.
cadence to get us out of here.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, here we go.
You're the best. Thank you so much, Dak. Congrats on the W. Dak Prescott winning quarterback tonight with a 41-35 victory over the Seattle Seahawks. We have more post-game. Stay with us.
TNF Nightcap is presented by Allstate. You're in good hands.